What would you do differently if you could go back to the beginning of your caregiving journey? I have thought about that question a lot. And today I am going to answer it honestly, because the things I would do differently might be exactly what you need to hear right now. Welcome to Tanya Brooks, Self-Care and Support for Caregivers. I am Tanya Brooks and I am glad you are here. I took care of my mother largely alone for years. My brother helped financially and came when I called him, but he lived out of state. And when he passed away, my world got significantly harder. I did not have a plan. I did not have a support system I had intentionally built. I had faith, and I will tell you right now that my faith in God and Jesus Christ is the reason I am standing here today. But I also had regrets. Not about taking care of my mother. I would do that again without hesitation. She would have done the same for me. My regrets are about not taking care of myself while I was doing it. And today I want to share what I would do differently, because you still have time to do it right. The first thing I would do differently is ask for help immediately, not eventually. I waited too long. I kept thinking I could handle it. I kept thinking asking for help was admitting weakness. What I know now is that asking for help is a strategy, not a surrender. I would have sat down in the very first week and made a list of every person in my life and assigned them something specific. My brother sent money and came as needed. My mother's friends came when they could. Specific asks get specific help. Vague needs get good intentions that never materialize. The second thing I would do differently is treat my rest like a non-negotiable appointment. I slept when I could. Which meant I almost never truly slept. I was always listening, always on call, and that chronic sleep deprivation built up over months and years, and I am still recovering from it. I would have told myself, from 8 to 10 every night, this is my time. I am not available, the world will not end. And I would have protected those 2 hours like my life depended on it. Because honestly it did. The third thing I would do differently is find a community of other caregivers sooner. I felt like nobody understood what I was going through. And I did not seek out people who would. I suffered in isolation when there were people out there who were living the exact same experience I was living. There is something that happens when you sit, even virtually, with someone who truly gets it. The isolation lifts. The shame lifts. You remember that you are not uniquely broken. You are just a human being in an extraordinarily hard situation. The fourth thing I would do differently is keep my own doctor appointments and take them seriously. I went to my wellness checkups. But I minimized what I was experiencing when I got there. I said I was fine when I was not fine. I did not tell my doctor the full truth about my stress levels and my anxiety because I did not want to add one more thing to my plate. Your doctor cannot help you with what you hide from them. Tell the truth at every appointment. Your body is carrying more than you realize and it needs an advocate, and that advocate has to be you. The fifth thing I would do differently is give myself permission to grieve while it was happening. I did not have time to grieve my brother fully because I immediately had to step up for my mother. I did not have time to grieve watching my mother decline because I was too busy managing it. I stored all of that grief away and told myself I would deal with it later. Later came, and it hit me harder than anything I had experienced while I was in it. If you are caregiving right now and also grieving, please find a space to let that out. A therapist, a journal, a trusted friend, a prayer, something. Do not store it. Stored grief does not disappear. It just waits. I put together a free daily self-care checklist for caregivers that addresses a lot of what I just talked about. It is a simple starting point, something you can look at every single day to make sure you are not disappearing completely inside your caregiving role. The link is in the description. It is free. Download it today. And if you are ready to go deeper, my full guide, Caring from Within, a comprehensive self-care guide for caregivers that covers everything I wish I had known. That link is in the description too. Share this video with a caregiver who needs to hear it today. Subscribe to this channel so you do not miss what is coming next. I am Tanya Brooks. I will see you next week.